is a photograph I have taken very recently from the second floor of Emerita project, and it shows the skyline of Colombo, how we see it. And if you look at those buildings, there are several number of very good quality apartments out there, and some of you I know are owners of them. But there's a big difference between all those apartments and Emerita. So I'm just going to explain what is the difference between those apartments and Emerita. Fundamentally, any of those apartments those are places designed for people to live. Emerita is not that. Emerita is the design of life you live. So there's a big difference. I'll explain how it is different. For example, in those good quality apartments, if you want to go to nature, you have gardens, you have trees, you can come down from the lift and go to the garden. But in Emerita, nature is there with you. So in your apartment, you have trees, we have designed in such a way that you live among birds and squirrels. And it's formed like a mountain like that, and it is going to cover everything with greenery when time to come. And everything becomes a natural ecosystem, and when you start to live there, you are going to become a part of a natural habitat. So your life is indulged in nature. So that is the difference between a typical apartment and Emerita. In good quality apartment, you get medical services, you get doctors coming and so forth, but there's a big difference in Emerita. In Emerita, your health is weekly monitored. Yeah, so it's done with Hemas hospitals. The difference is in Emerita, doctors visit twice a week, and all your health is recorded. So you will get a medical record like that, including your diabetes level, your blood sugar level, your body mass index. So everything is properly recorded. And there's a dietitian visiting once a month, and that report goes to the dietitian. So there's the difference in other apartments is you can have restaurants, there are restaurants out there, but here the difference is your report generated by the dietitian goes to FAB, and then according to your health requirement, the meal is prepared according to that, right? And in other apartments also you get swimming pools, you get gymnasiums, you go to the swimming pool 2 times, gym 3 times, and after that, that's the end of your health plan. In Emerita, it's not like that. There's a properly programmed wellness program run by an expert, and it is designed according to your requirement, according to your health plan, and conducted. So this is how it works. So as you start the life in Emerita, it starts with morning jogging with the wellness trainer. And then there's a personalized gym workout arranged there. And then there's a steam room, there's the sauna, so all those treatments are conducted by experts. And then Emerita, we have a hot and cold water pool to do the hot and cold water therapy. So all that therapy treatments are done. And once a month there will be a musician coming, there will be an expert coming, and there will be a guided meditation and rejuvenation program running. So that's the difference of Emerita. And in another apartment, you can get a cleaner worker to do the cleaning. But in Emerita, it is so different. In Emerita, every apartment is cleaned to the hotel grade standards, and there is a supervisor to supervise, and there's a checklist, so everything is checked, and your apartment is always to the standard of a luxury hotel. So it's done with abans. And there are schedules what they should be done daily. For example, every day each apartment is mopped, wet mopped. And then there are weekly schedules, there are monthly schedules, so all those things are done. Another important thing is this is a bedhead in Emerita, and you get stereo speakers, you have room controls, but instead of that, there is an emergency call button, and there is a 24-hour nurses station available. So anytime when you press the button, there is the nursing services available for you. So that's the difference between a typical apartment and Emerita. And when you start living in Emerita, the day you start living in there, you will realize that what you have done so far it's a survival. So we are running behind money, we are running behind businesses, we are running behind engagements, and we are forgetting our health, we are forgetting our life, so we are losing everything. When you are there at Emerita, you will feel that you have really started living. You do all those things, you do all those business, but your body, your mind and your health, your happiness is taken care of by the system. So that is the difference we are going to create here. It's a world-class lifestyle we are creating here. There are people who have created this kind of lifestyles in the world. For example, Tiger Woods has one, and then Ratan Tata has created a huge house with all these services we have here. And difference is we have planned it in such a way you get that world-class lifestyle at a very premium low cost. That is how we have designed it. So Professor will explain when he is going to speak. For few people, there is an offer for 2 years. This entire set of services I spoke now is 100% free of charge. And what will happen thereafter? Shall we charge a lot just showing a gimmick there? No, it is run as a non-profit organization after that. So all the accounts are transparent to you, and only payment is the payment, this is the salary of the manager. So other than that, there's no other payment. Everything is done in a transparent manner. After that, it's a non-profit mission. And the cost we have calculated like this. So in a house, if you have to keep a house worker, these days you have to pay about 45,000 rupees salary. You have to give them food, you have to give them place to stay. So you are paying about 65-70,000 rupees just to get the worker. In Emerita, you can notice you don't require any workers at all. Everything is taken care of, and with all those services except the food service, all those services, the charge for an average single bedroom apartment will be 40,000 rupees after that 2 years period. The next question that will come to your mind is, these people will talk about these things right now, and at the operation what will happen? Will they keep their promise? That's why we are doing this in partnership with Hemas Hospitals, Abans and FAB. So these people have built up their reputation spending ages, and they are not going to get it ruined because of this particular project. So these are the main players of our partners who will run this show, and they will deliver what they have promised. Right. So that is roughly what Emerita is, and some people have told me everything is good about Emerita except location. But right now, if you look at around Emerita, what you see is there are more than 1,000 apartment units coming up. It's booming up at once. So what is the reason? The reason is Perth, the port access elevated highway. And this is the progress of Perth right now. It's constructed. It's a matter of just opening the road. It is the most sophisticated highway part in the country. So there are no toll gates as such. As you enter, automatically it registers your vehicle, and as you go out, payment is done. And this is where Emerita is. And this is the interchange point of Perth. The distance from here to the interchange is only 5 kilometers. So if you drive at a speed of 30 kilometers per hour, it takes 10 minutes for you to go there. And from here to the goal face, the distance is 10 kilometers, and you can drive at 100 kilometers per hour, and it takes only 6 minutes. So we are talking about 16 minutes, and this 16 minutes is at any heavy traffic condition. Because this is highway, there is no traffic. So if you compare this 16 minutes traffic, let's imagine you are living in Colombo 3. If you get out of WC at 5 p.m. today, and when you go to the home, it will take more than 16 minutes. So that's the traffic condition today. So this particular location actually is going to be convenient than even Colombo 3. So nobody has realized it. But those apartment builders have realized it. That's why all these apartments are started booming up. And the other advantage of this location is this is the southern highway. It connects to south and also to Kandy. Now it's building up, and the distance is only 5 kilometers. To the airport interchange, it's only 5 kilometers. So it's at a strategic location. Few other things about Emerita, that it comes fully furnished and also fully equipped. So you get all these washing machines to fridges to TVs to sofas to coffee tables. The price includes all that. And Emerita is designed disabled friendly, so all the toilets are designed in such a way, even there's a requirement you can take a wheelchair in, so those are large toilets. Right, so other than that, there's opportunity to play and fun in Emerita. There is a 100 years old Valauva is situated in the same land, and we are converting it to a clubhouse. So it has the mini cinema, the library, the pool, the gym, the sauna, everything is inside that. And then in Emerita, this is the view from 6th and 7th floor. The greenery, lush greenery is like that, and you can indulge in a vast scenic panorama. Right. Then the most important thing, I think Professor will explain better than me, but the value of the thing. I'll come to it like this. This is Romance Valley Hotel, and one night they charge $114 today. And if you take another average hotel in Nuvareli, it's only less than $10 these days. So why does people pay for 110 times more for a room when they have same food, same toilet fitting, same bed, everything? It is because actually the value of a hotel is in the experience of stay you have. So why do you in the first place go there if there's no proper experience of stay? So that is the valuable thing. That's why people pay that much of money. Similarly, the value in an apartment is in the life you live in the apartment. So that is the most important, that is the valuable thing. What kind of a life you are going to live in an apartment. That is where the value is. Right, so that's what Emerita is. So it's much more than a typical apartment. It's the design of life you live. Right, and that therefore Emerita is a high return investment, because all these things I'm talking about, most of people have not seen. The location value itself, nobody, I think except very few people, nobody has seen it. So nobody knows that there is such a huge development potential in this particular location. And this kind of lifestyle I'm talking about, nobody has experience in Sri Lanka. In other countries it is there. So nobody knows that. And even these views I'm talking about, when you go up, only those few people who have climbed to the second floor through the scaffoldings of Emerita has seen it and admired it. Nobody has seen it. But when those values are realized, the value of an apartment in Emerita is going to go much higher. Right, so that is my short description of how Emerita is different from other apartments. And this Christmas we are having this cocktail here, but I think with most of you, next Christmas we are having it over there. So that is my basic description.